Greetings and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror live, fresh from the theater, or at least you guys are pretty much. And we're here to talk Alien Romulus. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
Plugs Dread.
Namaste. Howdy.
And Mike Kruger.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
So the time is finally here. One of the more anticipated movies of the year, I think. And I guess we'll talk our theater experiences first before we get into the movie, because Todd has something.
No, you're the one who had the story I told to save. I just said I had something else too.
Oh, okay, that's
Fucking
cool.
Dan always making me saving it for the show like I had something earth shattering.
You pimped yours like there was something.
I pimped mine to shut you the fuck up, Dan.
Like there was a dead body in my theater.
Dude, already. Fuck. I'm gonna have to deal with this for like 15 days. I'm gonna be at the end of a
drug.
So we all went on the hunt for the popcorn buckets. Pugs was the most successful.
I was not. I have people out for me, looking for me, and they came through mostly. So appreciate all you guys, and I'll give you all shout outs at the end. So
there you go. I got one, and I had an interesting experience doing it. So
I wish you would have filmed you trying to figure it out, just so it could be on Patreon, because that would be one of the most hilarious videos we put out all year.
Damn, Dad. Well, anyways, so
save that. We're doing all the buckets after we. Are we doing that? How are we going to do that?
I thought it's part of the theater experience story. So
I guess it will. Go ahead.
Well, anyway,
theater experience story first. Dan.
So I get to the theater. I'm always early. I'm always there for the trailers, even though I'm seeing the same trailer a million times, being an A-list guy. So I'm in line forever. And when I finally get there, because again, these popcorn buckets are insane. Like there's a big line of people and they all have popcorn buckets. So I'm looking and I'm like, fuck, because I'm not at the first showing, I bet they're already sold out. Luckily they weren't. But I order it, and then this dumbass, he hands me the Borderlands claptrap robot, which is actually a cool looking bucket, by the way. So I was like, I got the Alien Romulus bucket, and he's like, yeah, that is, isn't it? And I was like, no, it's not. And so I'm like,
that must be a thing they're doing on purpose to try to get rid of those fucking Borderland buckets.
That might be. Those buckets are $40, but so he's literally like, I have to talk to him for a good minute to convince him that no, that's the movie called Borderlands. I'm ready to pull it up.
Did they not didn't have a sample a bucket on like in the area concession area?
I think they did, but he
so
just
you can just point to it like
matter of fact. And I'm also confused. I'm like, did you just come on shift? Because I can see like people have been getting this bucket. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to be an asshole, but so then goes to the back. He gets the bucket, but it's just the bucket.
Oh, this asshole. Okay, now he's pissing me off.
And then I have to explain again. I'm like, dude, like, look, like there's people with it. I see. I don't know what's going on here with you. So finally goes back again. And he comes back with just the attachment device, which I'll get into later. Nice. And I was like, I'm looking at it and I was like, the face hugger, it's an alien. He went back 3 times. And I'm like, the alien. I'm like, dude, the alien. And then I show him on the phone. I have to pull it up. I'm like in awe. I don't know what's going on. Finally, I get everything. So that's all well and good. And I got
sounds like Andy without an upgrade.
Yeah. There you go. So I'm like a little, luckily I get into the movie, and we'll get into the movie, but I get home and this is on me because I should.
Can we just read the messages?
No. So, all right. Well, I got my bucket, as you can see. There's the alien side of it. Sorry for the glare.
I thought you were
all good. Did it too fast, and I put the attachment device on wrong.
called the strap-on.
Fuck. And it goes on the inside. So for those of you at AMC, don't make sure you figure that out on the inside of the bucket. So I have to shout out Slasher Home Video for explaining what the best move to be.
How did you get this wrong?
I just put it right into the thing.
Oh, okay. Lucky for me, the
You know?
dude, like, he assembled it, but like I would.
Oh, am I freezing or you?
It might be me. I don't know.
Yeah,
me?
we wouldn't. No, I don't know. It was probably Dan. I didn't see it freeze, but it's probably best you didn't have that guy try to.
Yeah.
You did.
No, he missed
Oh
it.
no. I was a little annoyed too because so I'm like, oh well, fuck. So I was able to get that out with a screwdriver, and I had like a minor little corner because I had to. You really don't need it, to be honest, on the inside, but I put it there anyways. I got a little super glue, so I got to paint one spot. But overall, at the end of the day, I got the bucket, so I'm happy.
Success. There you go.
But I don't know. AMC, you got to show people these popcorn buckets ahead of time, I guess. I was mad.
No, you got a fucking moron for a goddamn concession thing. That or he wants to lose his job.
And non-confrontational Dan. Can you imagine if the exact same situation happened?
I'm not a dick.
All I'm gonna say is,
Ozzy would have been a dick.
I'm depressed.
Uh,
My goddamn fucking bucket.
You may have one, sir. You may have one.
So,
yeah,
Like Dan was
they-
saying, fucking success. Then they also had the MacGuffin thing. They didn't have the fucking topper, so I'm still looking for that. I don't know if I'll be able to get it or not. I'll deal with that right now. I haven't even opened this. That guy asked if I want to keep it in the box because I don't drink, because this one was the alcoholic one. I was like, no, you can give it to the next person or whatever. I don't give a shit.
well, that's very nice.
No, give it to the alcoholic over.
Yeah. Oh, not you. Here, have it. I want someone else to drink it and drive home. So.
Ah! Oh, dude,
Very.
that makes my
Yeah, that's
dick
pretty
hard.
That's
I
pretty
feel
cool.
like it'd fit my cock and balls perfectly inside.
Cup it. All right. Let me move this shit before I bring out the other crap. There. Box. Over yonder. All right. Then we got. Let's do.
And where's this one from? You got to tell. Those first two are from AMC.
That's from AMC.
And we are reviewing the movie too, by the way, guys, just so you know.
And a spoiler-free review up top. So
Yeah.
Yes, Vince.
Go with first shoe
This
cock.
is the head from Regal.
Now, see, that's
Oh,
the one I
Regal.
wanted.
Oh,
little mouth.
yeah.
the
And it
Regal
has
one
the-
has the little mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, no. So the Cinemark one is the different one.
That's coming up right now. So got this. Actually, move over, Pumpkin. Is it on screen? All right.
He's pretty.
Very cool.
Cool.
That was the one I wanted the most, but I
No,
realized
the Cinemark one is the fucking G, dude.
You know what? I'll bring that one out last, but I'll bring out this one. It's the cylinder
That's the
Cup.
one I want.
Oh, fuck,
With-
dude.
thing.
And
So this is the
Cinemark.
one. Yes. And no. Regal. I don't remember. It lights up though. If that helps. So this is the one that comes with the cup. And then if you get the cup comes with another face hugger, and you open it up, and it fits down in there. So there's one inside like a sample, and then you have the one breaking out. So I thought
That is
pretty
My
fucking
dick,
cool.
my dick and balls would fit perfectly inside.
we gotta chop it up.
Jess Graham in the chat has already banged his popcorn bucket.
What's that? Nice.
Nice.
So now,
Oh
This
yeah,
is the
you
one
got the
from
big,
Cinemark.
the big baby.
yeah. Oh, not even open. All right.
Yeah, that motherfucker is beautiful.
The big veiny beast.
This one, like this is why AVP is all right now. 'Cause
Dude, look at that son of a bitch. Oh
It's
my
fucking
god,
cool.
it's
These are
so
cool.
good.
it's fucking gnarly. Got the show on the side. Yeah, and then so this one opens up top too. Popcorn, but no popcorn
God.
ever touches these fucking things.
Dude.
So yeah, I got fucking hooked up. So big shout out to who do I got? fucking Backflip Ray on Instagram. Go follow his fucking ass and his mom. He hooked it up. This is from Evil Ed. Thank you. And Poison Girl 7. So yeah, thank you everybody.
Nice.
And then if I do get the cup and I do get extras, thank you in advance. Kruger, one of them will be going to you.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
All right, my okay. All right, I'll do my swag first since we're already in swag mode, and then go to my theater story. All right, so one of them does play in. So the first thing I got is for the IMAX screening.
Oh, did you get a poster?
I got a Wayland patch.
I got posters. Fuck, I should probably.
And here I pulled up, so you can see it better. There's the front.
That's cool.
And
did anybody else get posters?
the back,
I didn't get
no.
a poster. I didn't even check the ass.
And as I was sitting in my theater looking at my patch, I was like, that fan event starts at 7, right when this movie gets out. So I bought a ticket for it, and I got the exclusive Dolby pin.
Hey, that's badass.
So yeah, there's a little.
Hey. Yeah, that's
since I had an extra movie this week, I just got it, went to the bathroom, and left.
Is that the poster for the movie?
No.
Or is that the special thing? Because that's fucking cool.
It might be the Dolby poster.
Kind of looks like
a different IMAX one too, but yeah. So
looks like the Luigi Kazi's contamination there a little bit.
But so those are I got
cool.
those. Yeah. So I got something And Kruger, you got some posters?
Yeah, let me go grab them. Hold on.
Okay. Well, I don't want to tell my theater story while he does that. So
Dan has accused me of trading a prostitution, and not yet, but I'll pay up.
Might do it for
do
that,
what you gotta do. Show you how much
one.
I want this shit.
Yeah. So I'm glad I decided to get the pen too. So
good call on that, dude.
Yeah. So it's like because it started right at 7. So I was like, I bought the ticket while I was still like before the movie started, the first one, because it was at 5 and then 7. So
yeah, I had a 3 o'clock ticket, but my stupid boss had to fucking leave early. Lame ass. So I ended up closing the shop. So that's why. Otherwise, I probably would have got everything. I would have went out my way and went fucking got the cup toppers.
GH.
End of the world, Norwalk Theater all day.
That's where I was.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, and I even saw someone else we all know.
All right. So,
We'll let Kruger.
Hey,
nice.
that's fucking cool.
That is.
Yeah.
I didn't see any at mine.
It's nice too. Like it's not like some paper thin bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell that's good card stock.
Yeah, it's a card stock one. Yeah. All right.
Also, I realized I didn't have my hat on this whole time.
No, you good. It's late. Yeah. So at the Norwalk Theater, I saw a buddy we all know from the wrestling world that I've been expecting to see for a while.
Hey.
Who's that jabroni?
Oh, wait. Good
Did it go well?
surprise or bad surprise?
Well, I didn't actually see him or speak with him.
Oh.
But I saw right when the credits ended, I saw it pop up. I saw him walk, and I said him. Maybe I didn't, but the walk was there, and then the.
Did you start playing music?
So I'm just wondering if he saw me, like because he was already in there, like whoever.
Who was it?
Grown cold.
All right, ready for the review, guys?
Yeah,
I'm fucking ready, motherfucker.
All right. So
let me go first. By the
sure.
way, this is my franchise, you son of a bitch. Don't you
cool.
Don't you try to hijack my show, Dan.
Kruger, remember we are not on Patreon tonight. Just a reminder, okay?
So from director Fede Alvarez, Alien Romulus. Well,
Fede, what the fuck is that?
It's Fede.
Fede, right?
It's
Fede Alvarez.
It's not Fede. Fede.
All right, Fede Alvarez.
Fuck you two bugs.
While scavenging the deep ends of a derelict space station, a group of young space colonizers come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe. So, Kruger, what did you think of Alien Romulus? Once again, we'll do spoilers at the end of the show for you guys, but you're safe for now.
I absolutely love Fede Alvarez. I think he's one of the best new up and coming horror directors of all time. What he did with Evil Dead was awesome. I know Pugs hates it,
No,
but I
give it.
love no.
Oh.
Let me finish. I know Pugs hates it, but I love Don't Breathe. I think Don't Breathe is really, really fucking awesome thriller. And I was super excited. So here's my thing with this movie. I really like a lot of what it gave me. But then it decided to get crazy in the last 10 minutes. And the last 10 minutes did not like meet my expectations of crazy. There's a new creature that we get introduced, and that creature sucks. He sucks.
Aw.
He sucks. He's terrible. He's fucking terrible, dude. He looks like shit. He's not scary, and it really made me fucking mad because I was like, okay, so we're gonna add like, and we're gonna bring these stories together from these other movies, and then we got this lame ass looking fucking creature at the end. And I loved the movie up until that point, but then once we went to that realm, I was like, wow, that sucks. And it kind of frustrated me. I still like the movie a lot. It does what the original movie of Alien did. It gives you that sense of isolation, that sense of like fear. But with the new shit that they like try to introduce, the only thing I liked was the fact that we got a on-screen thing of what happens to the alien after it comes out the chest. Outside of that, though, whatever this new shit was, that shit just really, really pissed me off because I was expecting something really cool at the end, and I was really, really pissed off at the new creatures that we got.
Pugs, how about you? Initial thoughts, and we'll dive into.
Big Alien fan. Like prefer Alien over Predator. So like when they go
Fuck
fight each
yeah!
other, yeah, I'm fucking Team Bugs. Screw that space hillbilly. Although I do
Good
love
for
that.
you. I for whatever reason I thought because you had dreads that you were Predator all the way.
Oh no. But I love them. Don't get me wrong. Like, but
Yeah.
Alien all day, every day.
Good man.
I was very excited for this, and I love Fede. I don't care for whatever the Stephen Lang movie is, but either way, this dude fucking rocks. I can tell that Ridley Scott actually cared about producing this one because space is dirty, it's great, it's cold, it's isolated, it feels gross. There are legitimately, I consider, scary parts. I wasn't scared, but I'm like, this probably works, and I did get some audience jumping to see to prove me right, I guess. I don't think the movie is that fat. I think the pacing's perfect. And alien movies always have an extra act or two. So like once the movie started wrapping up, I'm like, oh, there's usually something here, and then it pops off. And now I do not agree with you, Kruger. I thought it was cool. It's a little underwhelming what we get, but it does bring things in from other places.
It brings things. So here's my thing. It brings.
Let's not get too spoilery though. But like, it brings things in to remind you of like, oh, that's where that might have came from. That's where that came from. It ties things together, which I found fucking cool as a Alien fan, like a franchise fan. There's obviously room for sequels. We already have some Aliens and Alien 3, but like if they want to continue this story, I'm all in. I like the new cast. I thought the performances were great. I do have issues with some CG. Like there's better ways to do that. Yeah, that was this looks like a fucking Snapchat filter, but I'm like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm here to have a good time. Hold on. But yeah, overall, fucking awesome time. I had I like this movie a lot. I don't quite love it, but like I will go see it a couple more times just to make sure. I think it's great.
Yeah. Todd,
I have a question for Dan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Since now that you've seen the movie and some of the youth part of it is kind of explained, it's not a group of astronauts or whatever. are you okay with the youngsters being on the ship now? Does it make sense to you where you were? Because it was a lot like watching a little kid. Now, the way they set it up, did that leave your while viewing it, or were you able to enjoy it because it made sense?
That doesn't really factor into my thoughts.
Okay, no, I was just curious because
you were harping on it the other day, though.
Yeah, you've been going hard
From
on
the
it, which I
trailer,
get.
for
Like
sure.
I had that The Departed, bunch of kids playing dress up, but they
Yeah.
at least they like made it make sense. Like it wasn't.
No, the story made me feel for them way more. Like I was not expecting for me to give a flying fuck about a single one of these characters and what they did with them and the synthetic. I mean, that's not a spoiler. You know, there's a synthetic on board in the trailer, but that I thought was probably the coolest thing about the movie because you don't get to see that human synthetic relationship really up until fucking Resurrection, where like they're like neck and neck and like they have some sort of connection with each other. So that was cool. But
I didn't.
Dan shit all over the movie. Let's go.
Well, Todd,
It's still my time to talk though.
go for it, Todd.
I wasn't expecting Flowers with Algernon with aliens, so that was kind of cool. So I don't know. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. My issues are issues for different reasons because I just don't like that subject being worked into the movie, which we'll talk about in spoilers.
Well, you don't like Prometheus, so
yeah, I'm trying not to say it there, Kruger.
I mean that's not a fucking spoiler.
There's editing required. But yeah, overall, I get what you're saying though, because I think I don't know if you were expecting more just because of who was directing it or more extreme. I don't know.
I was expecting this to be a gore film. It's not.
And that's not what an alien film is, though. I mean,
but when you have Fede Alvarez behind the motherfucker, I was expecting it to be a gore film, and he went way more safe than I was expecting him to. I mean, it's fine. Like I don't like fault him for it, but I was expecting him to go crazy, and he really didn't go crazy.
Yeah, it's a studio. Yeah, I get it, but it's like a big studio film. They're not going to let him just go crazy, unfortunately.
Maybe
but I do
sequel with aliens.
He told that motherfucker on Texas Chainsaw, "You fucking need to add more blood," and like I feel like he needed to tell that to himself on this movie.
Real Fifth Beatle. Yes, this is spoiler free
until
it's coming up.
I'll give you the warning.
Yeah, you'll see the air raid sirens.
Yeah. So, but it for me, like I love the first two films. The rest, some are good, some aren't. I don't I don't have any. I know you guys really love 3 and 4. Like I do enjoy 3 and 4, but
I don't love 3 at all.
Not anymore.
No. I hate.
A mix of you all. Like I get it. There's different love for the sequels that I don't have for most of them. It's really those two, because those two films are like, when you look at each genre they represent, are like perfect films of their genre. Like you can't get a better like for either film. It's hard to top those. So anything beyond that's a step down. The fact this one felt in the world closer to those two, I think I did like a bit better than some of the sequels. I'm still going to take some time to process it. I'm probably going to see it at least one more time. So yeah, there you go. Overall, I think it looked great on the IMAX screen. It was shot for IMAX, so it filled the screen up the entire time.
Practical effects, top notch.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah,
and you can tell they went like almost 90% practical. Like they really fucking made sure.
There were some wonky effects though. There's one shot of the head in the spacesuit when it's rising up, and the head gets bigger before it should. I couldn't help laugh at that. Like it's rising up and her head's already getting bigger. I was like,
space gravity. That's how that works.
No. At first I was like, is her head gonna explode? But yeah. So Dad, what did you think?
All right. Well, some good, some bad. First off, the age of the characters was not as big of an issue as I thought. I like Cailee Spaeny, our lead. I thought she was pretty good. I mean, there's still some moments where, the Departed effect, as Todd was talking about, but that's really not a major pro or con in this one. I thought all the actors were fine. I thought the brother-sister relationship, I thought they had some good moments together. So some highlights. The retro future tech look of the original film, I think they did a good job with that.
Absolutely.
There's one scene involving zero gravity, I'll just say, that I thought was really, really cool. I thought that was a good action sequence, and the general look of the film I thought was good. It wasn't cheap. I was a little worried because I know this one was a little bit lower budget than normal, and I wasn't too sure if this would come. So I wasn't too sure if it was gonna maybe look like less than, especially those two first films. And I'm a big fan of the first 4 movies. I like them all for different reasons.
Alien Resurrection, underrated as fuck.
Yeah, I like Resurrection a lot. So there's callbacks in this to everything without giving it away. There's callbacks to the game. There's callbacks to every single film. And it gets a little bit overwhelming. I don't need to just hear you redoing iconic lines over and over and over again.
The one you're talking about, I felt you. I was pissed because I was just like, all right, like you got it over, and then you had to fucking say the last 2 lines of that.
Yeah, it could have stopped earlier. Yeah,
like fuck off. All right,
they do it a little bit too often, and it's kind of like I get it. I've seen the other fucking movies. Like so there was some. There was also.
I do want to say this real quick.
That
line you guys are talking about, I think because it was originally made
there's
for Hulu,
more than one.
But there's one in particular I know the Bottom Boys are talking about.
Yeah.
I think they have it say it because if it was for Hulu, the audience isn't going to say it like they did in person. You know what I mean? Like that's to get a reaction from your audience.
No, the movie 100% feels like a Hulu movie.
Oh. No, I don't think so. I mean, I thought it looked really good. I enjoyed a lot of the effects. I do think at times some of the darkness was hiding certain things that may not have been quite up to par. Certainly when it comes to the first 2 movies. There is one thing in particular. I don't need to say what it is. We will in spoilers, but it looked like shit. And if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It looked like garbage. Well, I'll talk about it in spoilers, but it shouldn't. I mean, it looked like something you would see in a lower tier sci-fi channel movie. I thought it was really awful.
I don't know about lower tier because lower tier for them is the PlayStation 1. This is on with PlayStation 4. Come on.
It was very distracting. And that was the worst thing of the whole movie. And unfortunately, it's not just like one shot. This is recurring, and that's a big issue. But I like the lead. I thought there was some good gore bits. I like, assuming we're talking the same thing, I did enjoy some of the effects at the end. And
the final act really disappointed me. Like,
I thought that was strong.
Because I get what they're going for, but
it wasn't a bloodbath.
No, it's not even that. The creature looked stupid to me.
It didn't look imposing. He looked weird, and I don't want to give it away, so I'm gonna.
I'm with you, Kruger, but we'll definitely get into that into spoilers.
Fide.
Let's be patient, though. It might grow to more. I'm cool if they expand upon it later on.
But that's my thing. I don't think they will. I think this is going to be like that one-off Alien movie that's just lost into the abyss because we have this bullshit FX series that's going to take place that like has nothing to do with any of the other fucking movies, which drives me crazy.
I don't mind. I don't mind them doing their own thing with
No, that makes me fucking pissed. No, fuck off, Dan. All right.
The thing
Alien is my fucking goddamn Iron Man, Spider-Man. All right. I fucking need everything to make sense. And
yeah, but
the fact that we're having this fucking random series and we just had a fucking movie, that makes me fucking angry.
I think it's better with the series because not everybody's going to watch it. It's a series.
More than merrier. I'm a glutton.
I think it's better that doesn't directly connect. I'm fine with that being its own thing.
Have it connect with AVP. Have it connect with something. God damn it. AVP doesn't.
They could always do that though. Far down the road, they don't have like if they start out with its own thing now, and eventually they're like, well, this thing's got legs and the movie's got legs. They just gotta just mingle
that eureka moment.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I think that's a better way to go than saying, yeah, this is part of it.
It
gives it a chance though, like for people who don't like the sequels. Or
you don't have to unmake shit all the time. Like, look at what's happened to Star Wars. It's like constantly, like, or not Star Wars. Actually, I think just Doctor Who's a good example. You book yourself into a corner with certain things, but
at the end of the day, I just want Alien to fucking live on because I feel like Predator has had way more opportunity. We had that crazy old man fucking doing those last two Alien movies. Like now, I really hope we have some like sort of way to, I don't know, just fucking extend the lore. And that the one thing I did like about this movie was it brings lore together. It is the perfect middle piece between Alien and Aliens, especially if you're watching it with Prometheus and Alien Covenant before Alien. But I don't know. Like, I just, at the end of the day, I just recently watched Alien vs. Predator and Alien Requiem. And I want a way to bring those two worlds together in a proper form without like the movie's bullshit. Like I think a show would be awesome for Alien and Predator.
I think the problem with those two movies is they're not very popular. So a show that you want to get over on its own, like, oh, it ties into that. Even
there's a Lost anime. I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's a Lost anime of Alien versus Predator that's like out there that never got published.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of literature out there to pull from that they.
Oh, dude, there's a ton of books, so many comics. Like, I just. Before watching Alien Romulus, I went back and watched the AVP films, and it made me like really sad because I feel like there's so much with those two properties facing against each other that could still be done. And yeah, there was going to be like an anime, and then it got like canceled over the last couple of years ago. But I think it's like completely fucking done too, so it may pop up out of nowhere.
Well, it's possible this does well.
I may watch the AVPs and the Prometheus and what's the other one, Covenant, and before I see this one again, maybe.
I'm watching AVP and Alien versus Predator Requiem. I had to turn the vivid setting up on Requiem so I could see everything properly. But
that's another minor issue here I could see, especially on a home format. There were some scenes that were dark
as fuck, yeah.
And that might play a little different.
If your TV's properly calibrated, you shouldn't have an issue.
Well, I'm saying outside the theater for some people. It's not Requiem level.
Regardless, I just rewatched Requiem like literally right before I went and watched this movie, and that movie's not so bad. It's a B movie, Alien versus Predator.
It's also not so good though. That's the problem.
Yeah. No, but I don't want to watch it until we do a franchise show. So until then,
if we do one though, I think both AVP and AVPR, you're gonna I think you'll turn around. Honestly.
We'll see. I ended up not liking Don't Breathe even more than I thought I did. Steve L says I like the one because it takes place 20 years after the original Alien.
Well, the one thing I will say about this movie, it does a really good connection to the original film, which was awesome. Like that really popped me hard. We should probably rate this and then go in spoilers, and then we can do all that bullshit. Right?
Yeah. And again, I just want to reiterate, like, some of the stuff's okay. Like, I think I saw maybe Bishop's jacket, or not Bishop, Paul Reiser's jacket show up at one point. Like, there's a lot of little stuff, but just hammering the callbacks into your head, it's a bit much. It's a shame because I think when this movie is good, it's surprisingly a lot of fun.
You know what, though? During The Predator, when they're like that ugly motherfucker line, that shit popped me fucking hard. So, like, it will work for some people, it won't work for everybody.
It just got a little, like, I was like, I get it. But
you're like super familiar with the franchise. There's gonna be a fucking like 11-year-old is like, they fucking said the line. That's for them.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm sure that's true for some people.
I popped for the line. I didn't recognize the other ones though, so I didn't hear him come in a mile a minute.
I did enjoy. I think that final act, I think, was just action packed. I really enjoyed it. It's an up and down thing for me. This is nowhere close to the first 4 films. As a guy who enjoyed those.
I still hate Alien 3.
I put it above the Alien versus Predator movies for me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Maybe I'd change my mind, but yeah.
So what number?
Huh?
Are you rating it?
Oh yes. Sorry. I'm gonna give this one a 3.
All right, Pugs.
I am a 4.5 out of 5. I had a really good time with this.
Ooh, okay.
I was tossed up between a 3.5 and a 4. I think I'm gonna give it a 4, but I don't know if it's gonna stay that way. But it still serviced me enough. I just really hate the final act because I was hoping for something way cooler.
I'm a 4 also. I did really have fun with him. Like, putting it in perspective, all the other ones, this is probably right after the second ones. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of any of the other stuff in the franchise.
Yeah, you don't like Prometheus at all, huh?
Not at all. And we'll talk about
Prometheus.
But I'm willing to give it another shot just because, like I said, whenever we do our giant show, Alien vs. Predator, I'll watch it all. So, I'm a 4 out of 5.
Cool. Then let's get into the spoilers.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Let's do the thing. Yeah. You guys don't want to hear spoilers? I don't know what else to tell you. Spoilers.
Engineer Alien Baby fucking sucks so much dick. Like, he looks so stupid, dude.
But that's how. See, the thing is, that's
like
why I think
Slenderman.
all of them looking fucking Prometheus. I think they all look fucking stupid.
No.
They're not Holocaust skinny like that, though.
God, the fucking engineers literally look like Batista.
I never liked the look. Yeah.
They look like Batista.
Reminds me of that stupid ass fucking Raised by Wolves bullshit you like.
Fucking love Raised by Wolves.
Yeah,
I hate that shit, and that's what that shit reminds me of. So when I watch that,
it's also religion heavy, so that's probably your.
There's a callback to Raised by Wolves.
The thing with Raised by Wolves, though, is it shits on religion. It's shitting on them. Like,
it's a little more complicated.
I do enjoy just shitting on
also,
religion.
Prometheus is a lot about fucking religion, dude. Like that.
Yeah.
Beginning of life.
Sure.
Again, it shits on them. It says aliens made us.
Wait, no, here's the thing. That's the fucking movie you make in 3D. That fucking movie, like, out of all the Alien movies, Prometheus is the only fucking one in 3D.
You have a spaceship falling at you. Why not? I don't like these. So it's not really a big deal
that
for me.
movie is not a xenomorph movie.
The deacon popping out of the fucking
it.
No, so here's the whole thing. You know, like, when that movie came out, everybody was like, "This has nothing to do with Alien. This has nothing to do with Alien," and all that bullshit. So, as a fucking fan I went and I watched that movie and I was like, this is really cool. And then when the fucking alien popped out at the end, I fucking came my fucking pants. I got up out of my fucking chair and screamed, fuck yeah! Like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but you didn't get that from
that
the
was
tall
the only-
Slender Man alien guy, which
No.
he
No.
looked like creepy. He looked like nightmarish, but he's
You-
not scary. Like
You
a
know
fucking
what made
xenomorph
me
would be.
mad?
I
Though?
like the
head should
look
have
of
looked like a
that.
dick.
So
I
here-
don't mind the look, but there's room for improvement. Like I do want a hulking monster.
Here's the thing that made me mad. So Dead by Daylight, that video game, they fucking came out with like a design for an alien / engineer fucking mixture because of Romulus. So I was expecting seeing that shit, and I got this like fucking skinny looking Slender Man motherfucker. Like so Dead by Daylight literally put out when you play as like Ripley in the game, you can now get a skin that's the Rain Girl, and then also you can get a skin for a like xenomorph and fucking engineer like mixture, which is what I was expecting out of the movie. Well, in the movie, he looks like this fucking Slenderman motherfucker. In the game, he's really cool looking. He's got like half the engineer face, but he's still got the xenomorph fucking skull.
I want him to have a big dick shaped back of the head.
Yeah, but like that's what bothered me. Steve said, "Who else was staring at that little X hole in the big white alien had for penis?"
I figured they just forgot to put it in. They just left an X. Oh, we'll put the CG in later.
Yeah,
I
right.
think the thing that bothered me the most was Ian Holm. I thought that looked awful. The de-aging, it just.
I don't think it was de-aging.
No, it was
Well,
Snapchat filter. It didn't line up. I'm with Dan on this. They did it perfectly in another movie where they just chopped up the practical guy. And it was all.
This is probably the worst I've ever seen of that method. I just thought it looked terrible.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, I think you can get over that. It's just like this fucking robot's face. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, if you understand, like, oh, this is a deep fake, that's one thing. But like, with what they had going, like, again, that's not Ash. That's a different fucking robot.
No, I don't have an issue with that. It's just it looks bad. It just that and
it looked fine when it was on the
in more than
screen.
one scene. That's the
They
thing.
put that in the trailer.
It's a character that's in this.
Remember?
Oh, when he was on the screen.
movie.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
yeah.
For several.
Why would they give that away?
He was in there for several scenes, and it took me out of it really bad.
So when the dark was protecting it, though, Dan, was that okay? Because I didn't have a problem with that.
Nah, any clear view. Well, any clear
when
view.
All
When
dark.
they had him in shadow.
Yeah, pretty much silhouette and profile.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I hope they stick with this, and then they give
It's
it
like bright
The
light,
chat-
face.
the shadow. The shadows cover up more than that. There are a few effects issues, some CG issues. It's not awful. I mean, like I said, certain portions of it look really good. I think the xenomorphs were a lot less threatening in this than they were in other movies.
They didn't. Well, so in my opinion, the xenomorphs are more aliens. You know what I mean? Where like, I don't know, like the threatening thing with xenomorphs just in general. If you take the first movie compared to Aliens, right? Aliens are able to die like that, but in the first movie, they don't have guns. They don't have fucking guns.
Yeah, I think the gun was like, it was just so like, it took away. I didn't feel the danger that we had with Ellen Ripley.
No, I feel you.
I did enjoy again some of the action stuff, the zero gravity with the alien acidic blood. I thought that was really cool.
That felt like a video game, like Frogger.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Not a bad thing.
Not, I don't think it would necessarily go that way, but
Now They
The
should
look
have
of
the
the film-
gravity drop right then.
Yeah. They could have gone some different directions with that. But yeah, I mean, just the lines, the bitch line. I was like, oh, that's just more lame than
That
the,
sucked.
the,
I was
We could have
like,
stopped at the halfway point. I was
get
fine
away
with that.
from her, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
like you could have stopped there, and then when he
Well,
said,
yeah,
"You
that's
bitch,"
what I'm
I'm
saying
like,
earlier. That's for the audience to finish it.
Yeah,
yeah, but that was
because
dumb.
it was if it made for Hulu.
he
it
did
doesn't
the
make
LA
sense.
Night. Yeah.
You mentioned
He did the extra one.
You mentioned Raised by Wolves. Now, not that this connects to Raised by Wolves, but there was kind of a shout out to it. Romulus and Remus, who were raised by wolves. I thought that was, kind of cool. But I don't know. This one, I'm kind of like up and down on. I knew immediately walking out, I'm like, it's the weakest of the first four like straight alien movies.
I still don't.
I disagree with that, too.
I'm a big. I don't like Alien 3 like at all.
I like Alien 3, but I do think this one's better than that.
Now,
Yeah,
question, and that's both cuts on Aliens 3 or Alien 3?
Yeah. I don't like Alien 3. Like every cut I've watched, I don't like that.
Real quick, Steve is asking if there's a post-credit scene. No, there is not.
No.
You're safe to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, no, me and Steve saw each other on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all saw wrestling people.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Oh, I was saying, I'm with you, Drew, on the. We had a pregnant lady. I'm like, are we gonna get a mini chest burster? I want fucking.
That's what made me mad. So,
see, but that's our fault for expecting that. Because do I want it? Obviously,
but
you have
here's
the ingredients right here. Fuck this shit up, and then they kind of went a little weaker. I'm like, okay.
Here's my problem: Alien and engineer mixture is what essentially we got. Dead by Daylight has a amazing skin for the alien that's like a mixture between the fucking engineer and him. Didn't look anything like that. He just looks way too fucking human. He looks weird as fuck with his fucking tail popping out his ass. And like,
you splice penis.
Like, I don't know, like that whole design. I was just like, why the fuck would you go with something like that? Like, why wouldn't you go at
you mix
something?
The engineer and the newborn, and you kind of get that. It's just artistic choice,
I guess, but like at the same time, it would have been cool if you would have saw like a human face, and the next thing you know, it fucking snaps back and it's a fucking alien underneath.
Well, you get
like,
the little the
yeah, you got the tongue.
thing.
That was it though. Like
cool.
I don't know.
I liked it. Now my big miss though is like we could have had a fucking chest burster coming out of a fetus. Do that.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think that this movie
would
is
do it right. But you have to remember, he had the mouse standing over him. Like, hey,
yeah, that's true too.
I don't think that this movie though is any much less gory than the other ones. I mean,
no, it's
also safe gore because you have the alien blood. Can
I say something? Alien Resurrection is gory as a motherfucker. It's probably the goriest movie out of all of them.
It is. Well, I mean, even AVP, it's just Predator.
No, AVP is not that gory, but fucking Resurrection, I just recently watched it, and I was just like, dude, this movie's like, that movie gets so much hate. I love it. It's like the perfect sequel that goes batshit crazy. And I think like this movie was trying to do a similar thing, but it didn't. Like the Prometheus engineer alien hybrid ain't nothing compared to the alien newborn in Resurrection.
Steve says they hype it up from the director of Evil Dead, so why not make it a gore fest? We want more alien horror.
That is kind of misleading, though. Now that you say that, like if they would have just said "Don't breathe," that doesn't bring the gore images. Evil Dead does.
Yeah,
I think maybe. Yeah,
that makes sense.
I don't know. You know,
I just feel like Fede was trying to play it safe.
Oh, yeah,
it's hard.
He also could have shot that, and they could have the mouse, like Todd said, the mouse could have been like, let's tone this shit down a little bit.
Although I will say,
they
did allow smoking in it. That's not mouse-like. because they smoked a few times
smoked?
in the beginning.
They did fucking smoke.
I think they may have allowed it just for that one smoking gimmick, but like they were,
I think with the isolation issue,
the game.
You keep fucking interrupting me nonstop. The isolation it doesn't lend itself though to being a gore fest because you got to throw in more disposable characters in there to have the higher body count, and it just doesn't quite work. I think there was
the thing that like disappointed me. That was the thing that disappointed me. Like I was expecting them to do some cool shit with like chest bursters or something, and they really just like they went to the well with it, and I was just like, I'm cool with it, but like again, go back to Resurrection. In Resurrection, we literally see a chest burster come out somebody's chest through somebody's fucking head. Like, there's cool shit that they added to that movie to like make it interesting. I feel like this was just very by the numbers. And I'm okay with that, but I also when it comes to Alien, there's been so much already done already where it's by the numbers that like I want something different. I think this did not give it to me.
If it's a restart though, you're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're going and expecting something different, that was on you because they kept saying how much this is in tone with the first two films and all that. So that implies
but it never got to the point where I was as like scared or like as like I don't know. I feel like the first Alien movie is very eerie in certain aspects, and this did not give me that.
It is the tone of both films. It has that and the action of the other. It's exactly, I mean, it's basically what I expected. And with a little of that Prometheus bullshit through it, I knew no matter what I had to deal with that. Like, couldn't
let's watch that on Congo? And when we watch Congo, let's watch it. Come on, Todd.
I think even this.
Cool. I don't think this one ruins anything. Like it's not fantastic, but there was enough good there that hopefully it does well. You get
it gives you an explanation on why the shit with Prometheus never like came apart with the other Alien movies. Honestly,
I mean, they ended you lose the. I mean, they can always find it, but like you lost
the pathogen. The pathogen is gone with this ship that is basically like just in space.
I did pop really hard when that happened, and they showed the cylinder thing. I was like, okay, fuck yeah, we're doing this.
So wait, I think I got to raise my rating because this actually made Prometheus irrelevant now.
It did not make it irrelevant. How dare you?
Well, everything they did in that movie doesn't matter. They threw all the shit.
They started over with they jumped the black goo. They got the black goo in the thing, and then in the hallway with all the fucking eggs. But
now the black goo's gone now.
No, the black goo's there.
Yeah,
it was in the thing.
Yeah, but it went down into the fucking
So that's why it's gone like completely.
So now that makes sense. I'm glad they didn't. They went the opposite of the Star Wars route, and instead of adding something that we never see again in any of the other films,
but the extraction stuff
got rid of something
that was black too. So maybe that'd be a part of it. The stuff they extracted from the facehugger, that could lead to the shit that she injected herself with. That came out like a fucking engineer. So there is still some type of sample there.
Yeah, but they're just in like random space now. They're fucked, basically, at the end of the movie. But like, I did like that. I don't know. When I expect a xenomorph fucking baby engineer thing, I thought the design was going to be way cooler, and I did not like the design whatsoever. I would not buy a fucking figure of that goddamn creature in my life. And that's what really upset me because Dead by Daylight put out a way cooler design. I'm gonna send that to you guys, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, that would have been way cooler."
Yeah. I'm so cool what we got though, man.
At the end of the day, it's a fine movie. I just, as a Fede Alvarez fan, I was like, "Where's the gore, brother?" Where's the fucking gore? What are you doing now? He went really safe with this movie, but with all respects, the mouse was probably on his neck with a knee.
I appreciate that joke. Dan, what say you?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I
there
felt it didn't feel like a Disney movie to me, and I don't hate. I hate Disney, so I don't know. I didn't get those vibes at all. It has stuff wrong with it for sure, but
you didn't get that Disney CG vibes.
Not as bad as I thought. Like I said, I could tell when they were trying to cover some
The
shit.
deep fake is bad, but like at the same time, I really liked it though. Like it made me so excited when I saw that motherfucker's face, dude.
Steve L, you also forget this was rated PG-13.
Bullshit, it was.
No, it was. It was
No,
R.
it wasn't PG-13.
I'm just double checking.
It's a safe
AVP
R.
I mean, it is safe R, but
Well, no, yeah, just having smoking is an automatic R. That's right. Pussies.
Any other spoilers before we?
When I was a kid, I was hot-boxed in the back seat with my aunt smoking a fucking carton. What the fuck?
One thing I will say, practical effects throughout the movie, Alien looks amazing. Like,
yeah,
he's awesome.
The vagina birth was cool.
Dude. So that's the one thing that made me happy about this movie. We got the fucking gap between where it's a chest burster and it forms into the big xenomorph. We got to see that, which we've never got to see in any other movie. We got to see it in some video games, but not ever in a movie. Yeah. So that was fucking cool as shit. And that fucking thing looked disgusting and was awesome. So
and it was, I miss her. All righty. Spoilers are done. Right. I should have asked first. Right. But I felt like they were done.
Yeah, they're done.
They're done.
All right, guys. So let us know what you think in the comments. Curious to see. I think this one's going to have opinions all over the place. So I'm expecting kind of 50-50 reviews on this one. I'm sure there'll be a lot of best thing ever and worst thing ever kind of.
Oh, well, that'll come when it hits streaming.
Yeah.
Although
Curious
I will. Were you guys showing full too?
Yeah.
Not quite. Yeah, not quite, but yeah,
pretty full.
Well, not sold out, but full.
Yeah, mine were full. There was lots of people coming in. I think it'll do well.
Yeah, it's under 100 million, which is kind of low budget now, as sad as that sounds. So
it wasn't, like I said, Hulu movie.
Hopefully, I don't know. It didn't feel like a Hulu movie to me. I thought it was a little bit grander than that, but
I know they're like most other than Amazon, everyone else is turning theirs to theatrical because you also have what's the Max one? Final Destination's now theatrical, obviously.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a couple others, but then MGM's going the other way because Roadhouse they did straight to fucking. They just dropped Jackpot last night, so.
What was that?
That's the one with Awkwafina and John Cena.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't think that was going to light up the box office. So like, there's some that make sense. Like just throw it.
But no, if you look, see that's because rewatching it, it's the kind of film it's like I'd rather go see that than just go see some fucking like everything's the same. It's like you don't get comedies theatrically. It's weird. It's. Everything's a spectacle.
Like a comedy?
Do you mean does it have tits and shit?
No. Just I mean, does it take any? Is it just totally bland and not a lot of jokes?
No, actually, the jokes hit really well in it. It was made for theatrical, but yeah, and Awkwafina and John Cena work well together. It's set in a dystopian future in 2030, so it's just a little in the future.
Might get there before 2030. I don't know.
Probably be worse.
It's real quick. It's the Purge light. It's like the win. Like they have the lottery where they do it. Whoever wins the lottery, you have I think it's 24 hours. Anyone can kill him and become the lottery winner. You just can't use a gun. That's like the only rule.
Deal. Let's fucking do this.
And the best part, it's in California. So the movie's set in LA too. So, and they even make a joke because it's obvious they aren't filming in LA. So I appreciated it. But
all right, pimp, promote, let's bounce.
Yep.
All right, guys. Patreon.com/FleshWound Features. It all starts at just $1, so we appreciate your support, and you can also join the free Discord. And we'll be back here. We'll all be live together soon next month, but we'll be back here. I don't know exactly when, but check the channel. Lots of content coming.
Flesh Wound Farts this Monday. There you go. I promoted something.
There you go.
Sign off, Dan.
I know.
Okay, I thought you guys were saying something. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Money's on the dresser.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'll see you in Disneyland.